Welcome to my channel.
I didn't defend myself. I let them believe it. There's something strange about rumors. They don't need proof. They don't need logic. They just need momentum. My name's Caleb, and in 11th grade, I became the center of a story I didn't even know existed. At first, nothing felt different. Same classes, same people, same routine. Then one morning, I walked into school and something felt off. You don't notice it immediately. It's not obvious. Just small things. People looking at you a second too long. Whispers that stop when you walk by. Conversations that shift when you get close. At first, I ignored it. Bad idea. Because rumors grow fastest when you pretend they don't exist. By lunch, I knew something was wrong. No one sat near me, not even people I'd known for years. I finally asked one of them, "Hey, what's going on?" He hesitated, looked around, then leaned in slightly. "People are saying you cheated on the finals," he said quietly. I blinked. "What?" "Yeah, like hacked answers or something." I don't know. For a second, I thought it was a joke, a stupid one. Then I realized he was serious. I laughed, not because it was funny, because it was absurd. "I didn't cheat," I said. He shrugged. "I know, but people are talking, and that was it. That's all it takes. Not proof, not facts, just people talking." By the end of the day, the story had evolved. I didn't just cheat. I had access to test files. I had someone inside the system. I had done it before. Every version slightly worse than the last. And the more ridiculous it became, the more people believed it. Because confidence beats logic. I thought about defending myself. Of course I did. Telling everyone it wasn't true. Explaining, arguing. But something stopped me. Because I noticed something important. The people spreading it weren't asking questions. They weren't looking for truth. They were enjoying it. So I made a decision. I didn't deny it, but I didn't confirm it either. I just stopped engaging. When someone asked, I'd shrugged. "Believe whatever you want," I'd say. And that response, it made things worse. Because uncertainty is fuel. If it wasn't true, he'd deny it. Why is he acting like that? Something's off. Exactly. Something was off. But not the way they thought. A few days later, I got called into the office. Assistant principal, serious tone. Closed door. "Caleb," he said, "there have been concerns raised about academic integrity." I nodded. .com. Dash. I've heard. He studied me. "Did you cheat on your exams?" Simple question. Simple answer. No. Silence. Then he leaned back. "Do you understand why people might think that?" I paused. "Because someone said it?" I replied. He didn't smile. "Do you have anything to add?" I shook my head. No. And that was the truth. Because I didn't need to add anything. Not yet. See, here's the part they didn't know. I already knew where the rumor started. Not exactly, but close enough. It was a guy named Aaron. Top of the class, competitive, obsessed with grades. And more importantly, second place, right behind me. I hadn't paid much attention to him before. But once the rumors started, I did. And patterns appeared quickly. Who repeated it first? Who pushed it hardest? Who benefited from it? Aaron checked every box. But suspicion isn't proof, and I needed proof. So I waited. Not passively, strategically. I started paying attention in class, group chats, conversations, and then I saw it. Not directly, but enough. Aaron wasn't just repeating the rumor. He was shaping it, correcting details, adding specifics. Like someone who knew the script. That was my opening. The next test was coming up. A big one. And I did something risky. I let him overhear something. Not by accident, on purpose. I was talking to a friend. Loud enough, clear enough. They're using a different format this time, I said. Not the same question structure. Not true. Completely made up. But believable. And more importantly useful. I didn't look at Aaron. Didn't acknowledge him. But I knew he heard. Because the next day things changed. He was nervous. Subtly. But noticeably. Checking notes more. Asking questions. Adjusting. And during the test I saw it. He hesitated. On questions that hadn't changed. Because he was expecting something else. Something I had planted. A week later, results came back. I did fine. But Aaron, dropped, significantly, not failing. But enough. Enough to raise questions, and then something interesting happened. The rumor stopped. Not gradually. Suddenly, like someone turned it off. Because the person feeding it couldn't maintain it anymore. A few days later, I heard what happened. A teacher had questioned him about inconsistencies, about claims he had made, and under pressure he slipped. Not a full confession. Just enough. Enough to connect dots. Enough to shift attention. And once attention moved, the narrative collapsed. People stopped looking at me. Started looking at him. Not with accusations. With doubt, the same doubt he created. And suddenly I wasn't the story anymore. He was. We never had a confrontation. Never spoke about it. Didn't need to. Because the outcome said everything. Weeks later, someone asked me, "Why didn't you defend yourself?" I thought about it. Then answered honestly. Because it wasn't about the truth, I said. It was about who people chose to believe, and sometimes you don't change that by arguing. You change it by letting the wrong person talk, just long enough to expose themselves. Because in the end I didn't prove anything. I didn't clear my name. I just gave the lie enough space to fall apart on its own.